Hello everybody, so it's evening now and our chicken soup is cooked. What we have done, we have divided the vegetable, the chicken and the broth. And at this point you can do a few things. You can take the skin off the chicken, break it into pieces, and with some vegetable put it in the broth with some noodle or rice and have some soup. What we're doing tonight, we're gonna have some chicken and veggie for dinner. But one thing about the broth, if you look at the broth that came out, and this is really the color, this beautiful golden color broth, but it's also very fat. Chicken broth is notoriously fat. And you know, I love fat, I love animal fat, but it really doesn't taste that good in the broth. So we're gonna skim it. There's few ways that you can skim the broth. You can either, if it's winter, put the pot on your screened-in porch overnight, and in the morning as it solidifies, you take the fat off. If you have a big fridge, you can put your pot in the fridge, leave it overnight, and again, do the same thing, skim it. Or you can buy a fat skimmer for broth that kind of looks like a pitcher. They work really well. What I have a very simple device. I have a old coffee can that I put about a 1/8 of an inch hole in it. And what we're gonna do, I make sure that the broth is not hot or you'll burn your hand. But when the broth cool, I just put my finger over. Then I fill the can with the broth. The fat stays on top because it's specific weight. It's heavier than the one of the water, of the broth itself. So we're gonna fill this up really well. And it's gonna squirt out, so make sure you have it at the right distance. And here we go. It's a little bit obscene, but it's fun. And it works really well. Here we go. And don't put the fat in down the drain. It really clogs your drain. Just eventually, you know, put it in a can, let it dry, and then throw it away. I hope you enjoyed this. This is so good for you, and it tastes great, and take care.